Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Superman 108, The Great Crasher. Which sounds like Gatecrasher, because that's basically what, well, sort of the antagonist of this comic is. He's a low-level criminal who's just really good into sneaking into places. So yeah, he's a Gatecrasher. It's called The Great Crasher. And I'm probably going to screw up saying that title many times if I say it again, because I keep wanting to say the Gatecrasher or the Great Crasher. Each one sounds weird to me now. So as I said, there's this guy who's sneaking into places, which does not sound like a job for Superman. And in fact, Superman seems to agree with that because he ignores him and doesn't care. It's not exactly hurting anyone, though he might inadvertently hurt himself, because one of the few times we see him gate crash is sneaking into the zoo by dressing up like a big ape, which leads to a lot more questions. I wish the story would have delved more into this, because, like, did the zookeeper see him walking outside the zoo and go, oh my god, one of the apes escaped? Or he was walking around and once again the zookeepers went, one of the apes escaped? And why didn't the apes kill him as soon as he's thrown in there? Do the apes generally walk around the zoo? So many questions here, because this plan seems bad and would backfire tremendously. Well, anyway, he gets kidnapped by some mobsters. You know, that does feel kind of out of nowhere, saying that out loud, but that did happen, and yeah, it was out of nowhere. The mobsters want to use him to plan their crimes by sneaking into places, which works for a while. And that's what the rest of the comic is. We see, like, a crime, Superman comes and stops it, then eventually he puts a stop to all of this, because that's how eventually all these Superman stories happen. So the Gatecrasher, or the Great Crasher, see, it's weird to say, does have an arc in the story where he realizes that he shouldn't be sneaking into places. It's just, like, there isn't much of actual story development on that. It is just a scene from people sneaking in and Superman stopping from each one. It's not much of an actual story, and not much of a story where, say, the Great Crasher's conflict is growing him as a character. He just ends up from A to C without much of the B. And that's the problem with the story. It's so low and doesn't really seem to care. Once again, it feels like a filler story, especially after the last story I read in Superman where some effort was put in. This one has very low effort. Okay, that is it from Action Comics 108, The Great Crasher. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications when new videos up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And why isn't that guy dead for dressing up like an ape? Man, that zoo feels like it needs some better regulations. Okay, have a great day.